Okay, so this first card is a lovely card. It's one of the most fortunate in the pack, and not everybody gets that, can I show you. This is in your first position, so this is you, and it's the sun, so it means the sun's shining on all your affairs. So it's basically a very nice card. The central card, however, tells me that if you've not been quarrelling, you probably will be quarrelling with somebody, and it's next to the heart. Are you married? Are you with somebody?
I'd rather not. I'd rather let you tell me, rather than, if that's okay.
Okay. You do get more out. I mean, you do get a bit more out of it if you do respond, rather than me saying it also. If I just say what I see here, then we do have a wedding ring there, but I do have a bit of. We do have a wedding ring, but this is going in a new direction. Somebody that's not telling the truth. Okay. Over here, we've got, this is the heart relationship. It can mean quarrel or some sort of fallout, or it could be, I don't know how mega this is, but it's definitely in your central position, so it means quarrelling. I do have here underneath here anxiety, so this could be you feeling a bit anxious at the moment, but it's not a mega card here, but it can mean anxiety, worries, troubles, worried, slightly worried, and we've obviously got the male here, which I'm assuming is you, unless your partner is a male, but I do have this here underneath the heart. Up here we've got, this is a nice card. It can literally, my mum used to say, look, my ship to come in. So it can literally mean some good news coming to you. And we do that literally, that card literally means money. So this one literally means money. So all these up here are very nice, and it's speaking of money coming in, probably through your work, probably through business, through work. We've got here, this card can mean several things. This one can mean, I don't know if you have a child, or if indeed this could be the relationship where somebody is being childish. So somebody may be a bit juvenile, or whether it literally means there's a child within that relationship involved in some way.
Any idea who? Or just not just I know a child, presumably.
Pardon? Usually it's got to be one that's associated to you, of course. I mean, this could mean, because it's fairly near to these relationship issues, it could mean that you've either got a partner that's got a child, you've got a child, or indeed it could mean that somebody's behaving in a childish manner. Possibly the person you've had the quarrel with, that's relationship, or about to. So, but here, this one here means that you're being protected, you're being watched over, you're being guided, you're being, this one speaks quite often of somebody that's quite a spiritual person, but it does mean that whatever's happening is divine and meant to be at the moment. So it's maybe about it, but I do see a new direction. There is definitely a new direction. I don't know whether it's because you've ended a relationship and there's going to be another one, or because we've got two things going on here. So obviously, it does help with a bit of a two-way thing, but I do get this.
I'd rather you tell me what you're getting, rather than instead of ask me.
Okay.
I mean, that doesn't help me. Just what I mean.
Okay. But as long as it makes sense, does any of that make sense to you? Because obviously I don't know whether that makes sense to you. I can tell you what I'm seeing at the moment. Does any of that make sense to you?
Well, I'd rather you tell me what. I'd rather listen to what you're saying rather than than asking me.
Okay.
If you see what I mean.
Okay. Well, I've got this. I can only say what I can see. What I can see is that there's either been a little quarrel or fallout, or there will be. It's in your central position. There's either somebody around you that's quite childish, that probably leads to this bit of a quarrel, but it's to do with love or relationship, and there's male there. Okay, so whether this is another male relationship or whether this is you, but I would expect that to be there if that was you or there, but there again, who knows. We've got you a bit anxious, a bit worried about things at the moment, but this is telling me that it is okay, it is divine, it is meant to be, and you will be okay. These are absolutely lovely, things flourishing, bit of a ship coming in type thing. I feel there's something to do with business, I feel, where things will pick up and there's something new to come in. I feel there's something new to come in, or some sort of movement, some sort of move. The cards aren't saying that. I'm actually just sensing that at the moment, although I have got a new direction there within a relationship, completely new direction, whether that's geographical or partner-wise. But I do think there's a need for caution there, okay, because there's somebody not telling you the truth, unless it's you that's not telling somebody the truth, okay, but that
in a relationship,
yeah.
And would that be any relationship?
It'll be a close relationship because it's the wedding ring. I mean, sometimes that could be partner. If you were in a partnership, a business partnership, it could be a business partnership, but it's somebody that's close to you for it to be near that ring. It's usually within a couple relationship, but that's not to mean that it's not somebody that's just very close to you. But it's either a need for you to be careful of who you tell and what you tell, or that person that's not telling you, that's being a bit deceptive. That next to that usually means that the person you are with is not telling you the whole truth, or you're not telling that whole truth. To be honest with you, when I get that, it's normally when somebody's having an affair, if I'm honest. So, but it could be. It's usually when I get that, it's the person sat in front of me that's doing the affair. But obviously you're not saying yes or no to anything, and so I'm trying to interpret the cards, which is a bit difficult when I'm not getting any sort of feedback. I can only tell you what I see, and hopefully it makes some sort of sense to you, which I hope it does. I hope it does. But we'll move on to the angel cards because they'll give a bit more guidance. These are, as I say, very down to earth, and they're very, very down to earth and tell me sort of what's going on right now or in the very near future. Okay. Sometimes I open up and I think, no way, I think absolutely no way, and it does. So, but do be careful. I'm not sure who's deceiving who, or who should be, or whether this is just you having to guard yourself and not reveal all for your own preservation. But there's this new direction within this relationship or partnership. Okay.
Can you tell me any more about that?
I don't know whether I feel that this is a geographical move or an emotional shift. But I do think that there's a few things going on where there'll be a new direction for you. We'll move on to these and see what these give. Because we're going to triple deck with the angel cards and they will give more in depth. This is sort of like a quick overview, sort of what's going on at the moment. We'll have a look at those. Right, you're going to choose 3 packs. You can have to choose them all now. I'll just tell you what they are and wash them to you, but it's for you to pick, really. There's magical unicorns, healing with the angels, healing with the fairies, mermaids and dolphins, goddess, archangels, saints and angels, and daily guidance from the angels. Whatever you're drawn to, really.
Is there any difference in what they can tell me?
Some of them can be more relationship based, which you probably need by the looks of them. But they're all pretty good. They're all pretty good though. They're all pretty good. I think which one?